more than my name. So yes, as Dina said, the group is Journey Fitness. You can plug it into Facebook. It is a private group, but anybody can find it. And you have a lot of group of women in there who are over 40 and trying to figure it out. And I'm here to help you do that. So excited about it.
Thank you. Definitely, folks, check her out. Next up is Dr. Tamika Duncan. She doesn't like when I say that, but she is a doctor. Dr. Tamika Duncan. Please tell everybody who you are.
Hello, everyone. So, by profession, yes, I'm Dr. Tamika Duncan, but you can call me Tamika. I am a physical therapist by trade, and I have my own private physical therapy practice here in Clarksville, Tennessee. It's called Vitality Sport and Rehab. I love just helping people prevent injury and rehab from injury to help them live their most purposeful life. So, that's a little bit about me. I've been married for 10 and a half years, and I'm excited to be here to join in on the conversation.
Because we want to know exactly what married life is all about. This is what bridal shower event is all about. It's about having a good time, having fun, but also sharing those tips and those advice because I was married once upon a time. And one of the things my ex-husband and I used to joke around was, you need to go to wife school. And I said, you need to go to husband school. He said, so we been like, you need to go to wife school. I'm like, oh. So I'm just learning to think and move differently. Next up, we have my beautiful cousin, Ms. Gio Uris, and she's also the official travel agent of the Fitter Woman.
Yeah. That's me. That's me. Hi, everyone. In profession, I am a teaching assistant. I've been working in the school system. Oof, I'm not even gonna say how long, but it's been a long time. I've always had like a passion for travel. I travel all the time. From when I was 18, well, that's a lie. My father used to take us away on vacation every single year when we were young. And that is where I got my love for travel. And then once I started, I was of age and I started traveling on my own. And so I've always had a passion for travel. Whenever people needed advice about travel, they always say, go to Vanya, go to Vanya. And then an opportunity came my way. I'm a home-based agent, so I can do my 9 to 5, but then I also have the travel agent thing. So I love traveling. If you want to know anything about cruising, I'm your girl. I love to help couples, families, generational families, like grandpa and grandma's going on the trip with the family. And so I just love travel. If you need any advice on travel, I'm your girl. Oh, and you can find me on Facebook, Adventures with Vanya. And then also on Instagram, I am Vanya Travels 18. Thank you.
Definitely. I will have everybody's information up for you. And so don't worry, that'll come up. It won't be posted. It'll be posted this evening and tomorrow. So, but you'll have everybody's info so you can get in contact with everyone here and they'll be saying it again. Next up, we have Coach Heidi K. She's one of my other lovely co-hosts on our show, Have You Heard, which will be released very soon. You guys are going to love it. So Coach Heidi K, tell everybody who you are and what you do. Oh, hold on. There you go.
I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for inviting me. I'm ready to get this party started. Hi, everybody. I'm Coach Heidi K. I'm a certified life and dating coach, and my passion is helping people from breakup to breakthrough, to find the opportunity in all the challenge and the pain, create that new life that you desire for yourself in all aspects of your life, including finding love better than ever before. So lots to talk about tonight.
Yes, absolutely. And I'm gonna be bringing it on our Instagram audience in a little bit because I know they always like to join in. So I'm gonna put them up. But right now, ladies, why don't you go ahead? I don't know if you've already done it. Go ahead, click share on your own social media pages. get everybody engaged, get everybody involved, let them know what's about to happen. Everybody at home, go get your glass of wine, and we're going to be back in just 2 minutes. I got mine. So now, hold on. Okay, I don't think we can go pause. Well, we're just going to step away for a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and go live on Instagram. Everybody else, you can come. I'm going to, yeah, hold on. I'm going to.
I don't see anything that says share.
All right, this is what we're going to do. Go ahead and mute your mics. And I'm going to play a video that was sent to me by the Determined Divas of Destiny. She couldn't be here, Yvonne, the Motivator Man, but she did send a beautiful video. So we're going to share that video. I'm going to share my screen. And here we go.
Motivator Man from Determined Women of Destiny. So you have decided to take your love to the next level. Marriage. How fabulous. You are going from Miss to Mrs., transitioning from living solo to cohabitating. You have done it all by yourself. Now is the time you have allowed a partner into your space to help with living expenses, parenting if you have children, maintenance and upkeep of a home, last but not least, caring for you. The notion of giving over your sole responsibility may take some getting used to. Open the lines of communication. Discuss your concerns and fears before the wedding. This will give you time to work out the kinks, laying a foundation for a better understanding of your feelings. Along with good communication, patience is key. Before marriage, you could come and go as you please, buying what you wanted, when you wanted, lounged around the house in that holy faded t-shirt and sweatpants that we hope was gray at one time. No one was asking questions and no one was expecting answers. Both of you will become accustomed to the other's lifestyle with time. Communication and patience are partners within your partnership. Knowing your love language and the love language of your partner helps to make your transition to wedded bliss smoother. Each of you differ in ways that you receive love. By learning to give love in ways that your partner can receive it best, and by asking your partner to give you love in ways that you can receive it, will create a strong relationship. I encourage you to read The 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman. This book will help you discover a deeper respect for love and the work it takes to keep it. Your wedding day is just a day, one day, 4 to 7 hours of a day. Your marriage is a lifetime. Always keep the lines of communication in your heart open. Your business should never leave your home. And don't let the sun go down on your anger. Hi, I'm Yvonne, the Motivator Man.
So I wanted to share that with you all. I'm going to say a quick hello to our Instagram crowd. My little sister's on here, and she says my dad says hi. Hi. So everybody that's just joining us, today we're going to be celebrating. It's like a pre-launch, a pre-party to the new season of Muscles and Stilettos. And the new season is going to be, the theme for the new season is reclaiming your dreams and speaking your truth. And that's what this whole season is about, reclaiming your dreams and speaking your truth. So every episode of Muscles and Stilettos, and we're going to be launching our new radio show, Notes to Natasha. All of these are going to be platforms and outlets to feed our soul, to fuel our spirit, so that we can begin to speak our truths, to really walk and begin to learn ourselves. And I think one of the best places to learn ourselves is through marriage, because there are things that as a single person, you do. Because I love how Yvonne, and I loved her video because she spoke about how when you're single, you don't answer to anyone. You don't have to question anybody. No one's asking you anything. And now you're responsible to someone. I mean, so what is that shift? What was that dynamic like for you? And I'm going to start with Dr. Tamika Duncan, because each of you have all been married for different lengths of time. I'm single, and so I have my own perspective of marriage, but I am, was divorced and have been in other relationships as well. But it's just been a different way of thinking. So now to go from being just you, and now you have to consider someone. What is that dynamic like? What did you find, Dr. Tamika Duncan? And then we have our relationship expert, of course, Dr. Coach Heidi K, to speak on that. So we'll start with you, Dr. Duncan. And at home, my Instagram crowd, definitely, if you got questions, go ahead and drop it in the comment below. Facebook, YouTube, if you guys got questions for any of these wonderful ladies, just definitely drop it in here.
All right. So what was that transition like for me? It was, if I'm honest, it was challenging for me, because, I was very independent, and I thought, I was like, oh yeah, I want to get married, but I wasn't ready to accept what came with marriage. And like you said, just, answering to someone else, or, moving when you know what I mean? Just being considerate of someone else's feelings, their time, all that stuff. So it was hard. Initially it was challenging for me, because I did go from being so independent and moving when I wanted to move and just flowing and going at my own pace. So that first year for me, if I'm honest, it was challenging. So I'm just gonna be the one that's gonna keep it real.
It's a challenge. No, and that's what we want. This space is for us to keep it real, because I think a lot of people focus on the wedding, and the wedding is fun. It's beautiful. You got the dress, the flowers, the party, all of that. But that's, just for it, like Yvonne said, it's only 4 to 7 hours, and then you step into marriage, which is a whole different animal. Yeah. So, what did you find, Demetrius? How did you find that transition? I think you're on mute. Hold on.
Here we go.
You're on mute. Oh, there
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Mine was very interesting. My husband is 15 years older than me, and he had been married before. So it's almost as if he was teaching me how it was done without really teaching me. He was very selfless, very giving, very caring, always considering me before himself. However, I was new to the game, so I was still looking out for just me. And I'm like, man, how can I do this? So I just started paying attention to what he was doing. So he would consider me before considering himself. So I just started to implement more of those practices. So it really was a whole learning process for me. Not like you, Tamika, I didn't find it difficult, but I found that I honestly had no idea what the hell I was doing, really. So it just helped to have someone who really wanted to be a husband. I hear people say all the time, well, they've been married before. It can be an advantage, especially if they really loved being married and for whatever reason it didn't work out. So I just learned from him, really. Now, it hadn't always been easy, but that was the beginning of it. In fact, it's been quite difficult at times, but we'll get to that. Is Dina on mute?
I'm mute.
Okay.
I'm muting myself now. Coach Heidi K, what is it that couples need to understand about each other? And I like how Demetrius said, like, she learned how to be married. She learned how to be in a relationship, and because we don't know what it is, because there is no wife's school, there is no husband's school, and there's no one teaching us. We can learn from our parents, but our parents are different from our partners. So how do we learn how to be in a relationship?
Yeah, so it's about keeping the lines of communication very open from the very beginning and learning how to express your needs and wants freely, and also being really tuned in and being very motivated to work with the other person's needs and meet those too. Not expecting the other person to be a mind reader. Nobody is a mind reader. So if we're going to say, he should have known this, she should have known this, then we're just going to be unhappy. So we may as well speak our truth, like your theme, Orlandina, speak our truth and give the other person an opportunity to kind of meet what we're looking for. So that's really at the foundation of it, I would say.
I think that, you know what, it's true that whole speaking your truth is, I've always found challenging. And I know somebody said to me, what do you mean you find that challenging? You always speak up. I said, I can speak up when it comes to certain things. Very loud, I'm vocal. This is what I want. This is how I want it done. But in certain respects, I'm not as vocal because I find that I don't want to hurt the person's feeling, or I don't even know how to verbalize what I'm feeling. I'm just feeling some kind of way, but I don't know how to verbalize that. Yeah, and so I think that, you know, how do you learn what to say? Because sometimes you just don't say it. You just assume that they know, yeah. I thought you knew I loved you, but no, I want to hear it. But, I love how we're always talking about the love language, our love languages. So just learning what that means, and learning how to speak and talk about it. I don't know about you guys at home, I don't know if you feel the same way too, but,
part of that communication just really goes to this simple principle. Say what you want, not what you don't. So nobody likes to feel criticized. So rather than saying what you don't like and what's bothering you, say what you do want and you do like. And then the person has an opportunity to do it,
Got it. Mm-hmm. It makes a lot of sense. Yeah. I'm gonna ask Bridal a question. See, I didn't have enough wine. No, I can't have too much more. I'm not a big drinker. Bridal, you have been married, I think, how long?
Jeremiah and I were talking about this. It'll be 33 years this year.
So is this the longest marriage in the panel? Applause.
Yes. Yeah, I'm 15.
Right? 33. How long you've been married?
I've been married, and I've been married 13 years.
13 years. Demetrius?
15.
15. Dr. Tamika Duncan?
10.
10. And Coach Heidi K?
10. I'm remarried for 10 years. My first marriage was 20 years.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
I have a lot of marriage.
A lot of marriage.
I was married for like 7 years, but we all had different perspectives. I'll definitely tell you, as a person who was married, I definitely do not look at marriages. I'm not bitter. I think it's a beautiful thing, and I think that it's something that, when done, especially with couples that love each other and are willing to work, and I think that's the biggest thing. Are you willing to work towards keeping this together? Because you are going to hit that rough patch. There's no such thing as smooth sailing. Whoever told you that lied. So as long as you're willing to just work through it, it will help. So we have a game coming up. We have somebody in the back. Say hi, Nika. Did she speak? Did she say anything yet? Not yet.
Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing?
Good.
All right.
She's gonna be
we have a little. We have a little scavenger hunt for you guys. So, Dina, do you have the thing so we can show them what they need to be getting?
Okay, so we have a scavenger hunt, and so the first item we want you to all get, and Instagram fam, we want you to play too. The first thing we want you to go find is your favorite lip gloss or your favorite mascara.
Okay.
Your favorite lipstick. Now, every woman has some kind of favorite lipstick, favorite mascara that she has in her bag. So those of you in Instagram home and you can't really show it to me, you could definitely write it.
Mine is way too far.
Yours is like
Nice part.
I gotta go up a couple flights
I'm
of
over here
steps.
sitting here. I'm like,
What about the one that you have on? What color is that?
This is Rebel by Mac.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Very pretty.
hold on. I gotta go get mine. Hold on.
Sure.
Mine.
Let me.
Look,
She might
sorry,
have to
Instagram fam. You guys are getting lifted in the air. Sorry, Instagram fam. I'll be back.
Was everybody else able to grab something?
All right, so now I'll tell you this. I came across this mascara, I think at Walmart in Florida, but I love this thing. It's called Lash Paradise by Voluminous. Lash Paradise. I love these. I will not leave home without them. They do great. So it comes with a primer, and then you have your mascara. It's great. So it makes your lashes look all nice and plump. So it looks really pretty. I love it. And my go-to
I'm gonna find the nudes. This right here. This is Pink Tea by Sephora. So I'm a fan of nude lips. There we go.
Me too. I love nude lips. And what color did you have? What Coach Heidi K? What'd you bring?
Well, my favorite mascara, you have to tell me if it's okay to say this on your show. It has a pretty funny name. My favorite mascara, it's awesome. It's called Better Than Sex.
Hey.
Ooh, Better Than Sex.
It really is.
I don't know
Check
what
it
color
out.
that is.
Right.
I said it. Orlandina froze after I said that.
Right. I mean, look at her expression.
I'm all for it. Okay. Next thing that we got to go get, I think, Nika, we said, ooh, it's too soon for that one. All right. How about your favorite pair of your comfy socks or your comfy pants? Like,
got them on already.
Got them on already.
Ditto. Got mine on.
Now, listen, brides
Got
to
them
be
on.
wearing these things all the time, though. Just don't wear them all the time. You can have them, but the brides to be, your partner will not appreciate you every day being in these comfy socks or comfy pants that you've had since college. Let them go.
Oh, gosh. During COVID, who put on anything
Yeah,
else?
exactly. I need to work on that because there is nothing sexy being worn up in here.
Except
all
for the
comfy.
show, everybody looks very sexy.
Oh my gosh.
Jeremiah
It's
actually
true.
loves when I do
It's true.
shows because I put on makeup.
Well, these are my slippers, and they're very comfy.
Yeah.
They have a little pump.
I have a note. Oh, those look cute. Are those the little warm ones, the little fuzzy ones?
They're
With all the
Victoria's
little
Secret. They're very comfy. They have a little pom pom, and it's so comfortable. I don't have to put on any shoes practically ever.
Right.
Yeah. I like it. All right. Next up, okay, and the last thing we're going to look for our bridal shower, for our scavenger hunt, is your favorite pair of heels.
Ooh.
Your favorite pair of heels.
Okay, it's going to take me some time.
It's okay. I know where mine are. I'm going to go get them.
I'm going to run up.
Go ahead. Run up. Go get them.
Ooh, let's see what you're working with. You back. Oh, you're on mute.
I'm back. Am I the first one back?
Yes, you are.
Ooh.
Ooh, those are nice. Yes. We love silver and glitter.
That's as much of a heel that I'm gonna wear.
Hey, keep it cute and comfy. I like cute and comfy.
Cute
That's
and comfy,
it.
right? Oh,
Yeah.
those are cute. You got her little kitten heels. Ooh, Coach Heidi K. I love those.
Oh wow. That's when
Glitter.
I was,
Super special occasions.
when I was in 8th grade, maybe. I can't do those heels anymore.
You know, I'm short, so I've always worn high heels my whole life.
Oh wow.
Oh my
I'm
God.
not sure I can do these anymore, but I still got them.
Listen, I'm like, I think I work out just to wear these things.
Oh, I like hers. I like those. Those are
Okay.
cute.
Those are, that's it right there.
Oh,
Love
yeah.
Oh my God.
Vidal.
I love that.
Woo!
My
Yes.
Yeah.
Nothing like a nude heel.
Nothing like
Oh, I love a nude shoe.
me too.
Beautiful.
I love
So I
a
win.
nude shoe.
I win because I have the baby heel.
Oh, goodness.
That was
I'm not
fun.
on my desk. I won't do that. But all right.
And-
So we're gonna
and-
ask you all. Go ahead.
Orlandina, hubby's home, so now I'm with y'all.
Ooh,
Salud.
that's a good husband right there. All right. So I'm going to ask each of you ladies I'm going to ask 3 of you to talk about what you have coming up. Guys, thank you for joining us. This is a very special episode of Muscles and Stilettos. You know that we're going to be launching our new season of Muscles and Stilettos on Wednesday, January 13th, which, by the way, is my birthday. So, and we're going to be launching this whole new season, this theme of speaking your truth, reclaiming your dreams, and speaking your truth. And these wonderful ladies, even they're here celebrating our bridal shower, our launch, our pre-launch party here with us. And I want them to each talk about who they are and what they do. So I'm going to ask 3 of you to just tell us who you are, how we can follow you, and what you do, and how you can help us women live our fittest, healthiest, and happiest lives. So I'm going to start with you, Coach Heidi K, because you're right next to my face on this screen.
Hi, everybody. I'm Coach Heidi K. Really excited for the premiere of our show, Have You Heard, with my wonderful co-hosts, Orlandina and Bridal. That's going to be a lot of fun. Come on over and listen to my podcast, Break Up to Breakthrough with Coach Heidi K. I have an exciting episode coming up real soon that I'm going to be doing with my husband. He's a therapist and I'm a coach. And we are going to talk about some relevant stuff to love. So join us for that, and hope to see you.
Perfect. And Vanya, since you're next to her face.
I just noticed that one of my elementary school friends is on the line. So I just want to shout out Phyllis Fisher. I just want to say hi, Phyllis. All right. So, hey, Phyllis. So I am a travel agent. Right now, travel is, basically, what's going on. I am in the process of putting together a show which will be airing on the Rewind Network. So basically, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm working on getting content. If anyone is interested in travel later, or if you need advice on any of the restrictions or anything that's going on, you can contact me either on Facebook at Adventures with Vanya or on Instagram, Vanya Travels 18.
Thank you, Vanya. And last but not least for just this segment, Miss Demetrius Perkins Cheney. I don't want Larry to kill me either.
You're right. Thank you, Dina. So I am Demetrius Cheney Perkins with Journey Fitness. I would love for you guys to follow me on my Journey Fitness group page on Facebook. You can also find me on Instagram at _journey_fitness. And I'm a nutrition coach, and my passion is for the masters, the men and women over 40 years old. And my goal is to help you guys navigate through those changes, those menopausal changes that men have and women have. So I think I've pretty much figured out what you need to be eating and how you need to be training to maximize your potential over 40. Love to see you.
Thank you so much, Demetrius, for joining us. And then you get to hear the rest of us. We have another guest joining us. So we're welcoming back Dr. Tamika Duncan and Janetta Springs.
Hey, y'all.
Hi.
She just came out of an all-day training. How long were you training for, Janetta?
Holy, it was a long time. Yeah, I think I missed the last. Did you say how long?
How long? Yeah, how long was your training?
Yeah, it was an all-day training. So, yeah, but it was good. It was good.
So we're so happy. It was good. It was worthwhile.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you hear me? Okay, good. So you know what? Since you come a little late to the party, but we love, because they have that nice, people who come in a little bit later, they just get all eyes on them. Can you please tell us who you are and what you do and where you hail from?
Yeah, so I'm a licensed professional counselor. I have a private practice. I'm in Clarksville, Tennessee, and I work with adults with trauma. So I work with adults who have childhood trauma that's like manifesting and creating issues for them in their adult life. So I help them to work through that.
And she's going to be joining us also on our Best You Boot Camp, which we're going to be starting in March. So she's going to be one of the counselors that's going to help us, because the whole concept of the Best You Boot Camp is to help you to not just work on fitness and health and nutrition, which is really important, but to help you on other aspects of wellness, financial wellness, relationships, careers, all of these non-edible things that actually affect what's on your plate. So we believe here that if you address all issues that are off your plate, it will help you to address the unhealthy relationship that you may have with the items on your plate. So it's not just about counting calories, but it is about creating a balanced lifestyle. So that's what fitness and health is really about. So we want to welcome you all again to our bridal shower. And next up, and I want to introduce the sound in our head. Okay, we're going to take a little break. Sound in our head says time to take a little break. And so I'm going to play a little promo of our upcoming season. Sorry. All right, I'm going to ask you all to just be patient with me. I accidentally closed the tab. You see, I love technology, but sometimes you can outsmart yourself in technology. So let me get it. I'll get it up. But in the meantime, I want to just let me send this next question to you guys, because these are some of the questions that I really wanted to talk about when it came to relationships, and I'll pull up the other promo. But when you get married, you're not just marrying your spouse, you're marrying into the other family, right? So what does that mean? How do you certain families you marry into, they're very easygoing and it's a great feeling, but sometimes you can hit some challenges and some walls, and you can't ask your spouse, it's either them or me. Maybe you can, maybe you can't, I'm not sure. But how do you work on that? So since you came in, Miss Janetta Springs, would you like to answer that? How does one marry? We know they say you're not marrying them, you're marrying your husband or your wife. You're not marrying the family, but you really are marrying into that family. How do you deal with those different dynamics?
Yeah. I always think of marriage as like the family you choose, So I think a big part about it, that I've worked with my clients on is just communication, communication beforehand of, learning about how their family works or their different cultures, their traditions, how, the background and the history of the family. I think when you know that and you go into it, then it's a lot easier to understand and not take some of the behaviors personally. I think sometimes when you meet a family, you can kind of take things personally and make it about you or whatever the case may be. So I think really communicating and really getting a history and background on, the family and the family network and how it works before kind of connecting is helpful.
That is good. But how do you do that? How do you find out about the family background? I had a friend of mine who used to joke, I know where my 23 come from. I don't know where your 23 come from. I don't know where your chromosomes come from. I know where mine come from. How do you get to know the family without it making it seem like, hey, I need to dig into your whole family? You still need to find out where they're coming from, but how do you make it so that it doesn't feel so investigative, I should say?
Yeah. And I think some of it takes time. It takes time and, being familiar, being around them, asking the right questions, like what were things like for you growing up? What type of values did you guys have? What's important for your family? Who's the glue? Like what person is the glue that holds the family together and why? What type of traumas or, painful things happen in your upbringing. So I think just really doing that history, just kind of getting curious, like tell me what it was like for you, like growing up, that's helpful, and then just giving it time.
Well, thank you so much. And we will be back after this message.
The Bitter Woman, host of Muscles and Stilettos. I know that everybody's
Can you all see that?
all wrapped up in love. But I also know that during these tough times, many of you have been forced to postpone or maybe even considering canceling your upcoming wedding. But don't give up just yet. Next week on a very special edition of Muscles and Stiletto, I'll be showcasing some of the best and most creative people in the wedding industry. For more information and to receive your personal invitation, visit thebitterwoman.com. Although many events have been put on hold, love has not been canceled.
Perfect. I don't even know if everybody saw that. I tried.
We listened.
We heard it.
You all heard it.
We heard it. Yes, it was
You heard
great.
it.
You heard it. Yeah, you heard it.
Beautiful.
It'll get done. There you go. Sounded beautiful. But all right. The video is not being shown. All right. Thank you, Bridal. I'm looking at it. I'm like, I don't see it. I could try it again, but we'll try it for the next break. We won't do that again to the people. All right. So, fam, what do we got up next, Miss Danica? Next topic, she says. Everybody, I want you guys to say hi. Say hi, Danica. Danica has been helping me a lot.
Hello.
She's an amazing woman, and she's really been helping me with this upcoming season and just helping me to plan. We have some amazing events, and she's come up with some fun things to do. And you'll definitely be able to see her at some point. All right. So now you're married. And one of the things I notice is I've heard of the 7-year itch. Or the 7-year, just like everybody starts to become restless. So how do you keep things fresh? All of you been married over 7 years. Oh, and I'm sorry. So Jeanette, I don't know if you're married or not, but
No.
I'm sure you give relationship advice. Okay, never mind. But we can give our own advice. But how do we keep things, or how do you keep things fresh and fun between you and your spouse, and just to keep it fun, and keep it light? Well, not that it's always going to be light, but fun and sexy. What are some things that you ladies do, or you would advise other couples to do? I'm going to start with you, Vanya. You're on mute.
Funny thing is, I was like saying to myself, please don't say you, Vanya. And what did she say? You, Vanya.
She said it with enthusiasm.
All right. I don't know. I guess like Del and I, we've been together since 2005. We've been together. When we first met, it was interesting because just like she was saying about getting to know the family, getting to know the history, like how he grew up, and the funny thing is when we first started dating, I think by the third date I met his whole entire family. He met my family very early on, and Dina can tell you. I mean, Dell and I, we get, oh my God, we get ribbed so bad, and they're like, oh my God, can y'all be any more alike? You know, they tease us, they tease us, they tease us, they tease us, and it's funny. I have three brothers, and my brother, my older brother Garvin, uh, as I was dating, you know, he would always be like, "Nah, man, you can't be with that guy. Nah, man, you can't be with that guy. Nah, Fanya,
That's
what's
exactly
wrong with
what it
you?
sounds like
Nah,
too.
man." Yo, let me tell you, when we all lived in the same household, if a guy was picking me up for a date, if the young man did not come, Vanya, if the young man does not come to the door, you're not going anywhere. So one time it was a situation, the guy stayed in his car and just was blowing his horn, refused to come out. And my brother stood at the door. He was like, "You ain't going." I'm like, but he's like, "You are not going. If he does not get out the car and come to the door, you're not going." So growing up with three brothers and watching my father, they all set, you know, I kind of like watched everything that they did. And then when I met my current husband, when I met him, um, I brought him to the house to meet my brother, and I really did not want to do that because I thought my brother was going to be like, "Rah rah." He said nothing, and then I was like, "Okay." So I brought him over again a couple of more times, nothing, and then finally I think we were together for about 5 months, and I went to my brother and I said, "Yo, anytime I bring somebody by, you have an issue." I was like, Here's this guy, and you haven't said anything." He said, "Yeah, because I don't have to." And then that was it. I was done. I knew that I was like, okay. He's like, because I knew I didn't have to, you know? So the cool thing is, I'm Haitian descent. My husband is Jamaican, and our families are very similar in the way the way they do things, you know? He is the sixth child of eight, and I'm the youngest. Well, I'm not the youngest. I have a twin. He's the youngest. So I came out first, so I'm not the youngest. He is. But I tell him that all the time. But the thing is, he plays the same role in his family that I play in mine. Like if there's a party, he's the one that's running around getting everybody drinks and stuff like that. And in my family, that's the way that I am. If so, it was kind of cool to see that we played the same similar roles. And like I said, I met his family very early on, and my husband and I, ever since we started dating, we were very candid, very upfront with each other. Like if I had a question, if I wanted to know, and I was never afraid to ask him anything because I knew that he would answer me and vice versa. So yeah, so it's cool. It's cool. Yeah.
So you hit on a lot of points, that the fact of communication and having similar backgrounds,
Mhm.
and being able to interact and talk to one another, you saw was very key. So what about
Right.
the rest of you? How does one keep your relationship fresh and new? Because it's so easy to fall into routines, especially since we fall into every day. We have life, we live every day. I'm gonna throw it to you, Demetrius. How do you keep your relationship strong and fresh and fun?
I think we do a lot of communication, and I will tell you, this pandemic has helped me to learn my husband. I've learned more about him in the last year than I've known in 14 years. Just because we have never had that opportunity to spend literally hours together during the day, hours together all day, really. So I think just discovering other aspects of what he likes, what he doesn't like, really having the opportunity to pay attention to his habits and to really tap into his love languages and him to learn my love language. So that, I think, was the discovery for me. It was exciting to see, oh wow, he really does like this, or she really does like, that or whatever. I think we just took for granted that we've been together so long, so we assume we know it, we know the person. So that was exciting for us. Just by nature, my husband and I love to be at home. We absolutely love it. It is a safe place for us. We find a lot of fun in watching action movies. We find a lot of fun in choosing different restaurants, but we have never been the people that had to be at a party or had to be out on the town somewhere. Now, that hasn't served to our advantage because we have to get to know our city all over again. Nashville is somewhere completely different. We're driving around there like, what is this? So, the exciting part for us is just the communication, because we've learned so much, and not just what we say verbally, things that I watch him do that he's not saying. I learned so much by his nonverbals. So that's been very helpful.
So the communication is not only what we say, but as there's an author who wrote, there was a musician by the name, or pianist by the name of Eric Satie, and he was known as a phrasing, a musical genius, because the music was not only in the notes that you played, but is in the pauses between each measure. So that made beautiful music, and everybody is very familiar with Gymnopédie. They may not know the name, but a lot of people know that song. But you know what? That is the perfect segue for our next game. It's all about communication, those nonverbal communications, and we actually use emojis, right? And we all use emojis for that nonverbal communication. So we have a game called Emoji Pictionary, and you're going to look at it. I want you to try to figure out as many as you can in 2 minutes. Danica, how many minutes we have, Danica, to play the game?
Yeah, about 2 to 3 minutes.
About 2 to 3 minutes. So I'm going to put it up on the screen, and I want you to try to figure out as many as you can in 2 minutes. 2 to 3 minutes. I'm going to share my screen.
Let's see if we can see it, because last time we couldn't see.
Do you want us to shout out the answers?
No, you can write it down, and then we'll show it. We'll share it. Can you all see the screen?
No.
Can you all see the screen? No? All right, let's try it again. Share screen. All right, I'm gonna try it again. Entire screen, share. All right, can you all see it now?
No.
Oh, that's so strange. I'll try it one more time. Danica, it's not working. It was working before.
No, it's this whole time. I don't know. Whenever you're trying to share, it's not working. But if you want instead to do like the backup Pictionary, just old school, paper and pen. If you have it, I don't know if everybody else has it, but you can maybe try to do something like that.
All right, let's try that. I'm gonna try it one more time. If it doesn't work, then we'll just do old school Pictionary. The words have to be something bridal related. You'll need paper and pencil, and then you can kind of hold it up to the screen. So I'm gonna try it one more time. All right, let's try it. Does it work now?
No.
Okay. It was working last time when we tested it, so I don't know. All right. So it has to be a bridal theme, a bridal word. I was going to give you some words, but I can't give it to you without giving it away. It goes into brand section. Oh, okay. Got it. Got what you said. All right. Who wants to go first? I'm gonna pick Coach Heidi K. You go first. Think of a bridal theme word, and then tell me. Oh well, you could draw it, and we all can try to figure out what you're saying.
Okay, so I think of a bridal theme word, and I should draw it, and you're all gonna guess.
Yes.
Okay.
Just hold it close to the camera.
Okay.
Veil.
Yeah.
Yes. Yay.
Okay.
That was good.
Verdell likes my
Okay, that
artwork.
was good.
That was good. That was good.
All right. Who got that one? That was Bridal, you got that one? Okay, so Bridal, you're next. I got my paper right here. I'm not an artist, but I try. I believe that I am in my head. This is bad. You see my little drawing. All right. What you got?
A ring. I got
Is
it.
that a ring? Okay.
A ring.
Okay. All
That
right,
is
you got a
the
ring.
worst
Put a
engagement
ring on.
ever.
I was gonna say toe ring.
So bad. So
I'm trying to
bad.
say it here. I'm playing with the Instagram fam.
So
What do y'all
bad.
think? I know. If you guys see this drawing, you're gonna be like, what is that?
So bad. So bad. This is terrible. This is sad. It does look like a toe
Very
ring.
obviously a ring.
What you guys get? Who got that one next? What do you guys think this is? Well, it's probably backwards to you guys. So it goes this way.
Oh, I got it. Heidi got that one.
Okay.
So yeah. Oh, let's see.
Can you guys see what this is?
No, we can't see it.
Is it a banana, a moon, a teddy bear?
Yeah. A baby?
It's
Is that a baby?
Pregnant?
No,
Pregnant?
you were right. I can't talk, right?
What is it? Teddy bear?
I can't tell you.
A baby? Stuffed animal? A nursery?
Is it the ring? Is it the ring bearer? It's a bear. Ring bearer.
Ring bearer.
I don't.
That's the first word she's saying.
Oh.
A bearer. A bear.
No, it's not the first word. It's not the first word.
Oh.
A moon?
Bear.
Uh-huh.
A
Moon is
moon
the second
bearer?
Bear moon.
Bear
Honeymoon.
No.
Honeymoon.
Oh,
Honeymoon.
Yes.
honeymoon.
There's honey.
That was good.
Okay.
That was
Use
good.
that. Go
All right.
there on your 7-year itch.
I know, right? On
That
that
was
7
good.
years, that will take care of everything. Another honeymoon. All right. So next up, we're going to do our promos. I want you ladies to talk about who you are and what you do. Bridal, we spoke about you. Did we talk to you yet?
Well, yeah,
Bridal?
in the intro, yes. I
In the
will
intro,
say
let's
that
talk about
yes.
who you are.
Right. So I am one of the co-hosts for a show called Have You Heard on Rude Rangers Network, and I have two lovely co-hosts, Coach Heidi K and the Fitter Woman, Arlindina. So we are very excited about that. I also am the one of the hosts of a show called Let's Kick It with the Joneses, and we are going to have a new season. We have a new look, a lot of exciting things going on, and let's see, what date is it? It's going to be January 13th. And you can see that on our Let's Kick It with the Joneses YouTube channel and Let's Kick It with the Joneses Facebook page as well. And I have a show this Sunday on Conversations with Bridal Jones, my YouTube channel, and Conversations with Bridal Jones on my Facebook page as well. So those are a couple things coming up.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. And we have Dr. Tamika Duncan. Tell us who you are, what you do, and where can we find you?
Hello, everyone. I am Dr. Tamika Duncan, physical therapist. I am in Clarksville, Tennessee. I have my own private physical therapy practice called Vitality Sport and Rehab, where I specialize in injury prevention and rehabilitation. And I help women with recurrent hip, back, and pelvic pain return to living an active lifestyle without pain pills, surgery, or injections. You can find me on Instagram at Vitality Sport and Rehab, as well as Facebook at Vitality Sport and Rehab. Thank you.
She's an amazing physical therapist. We always talk about how she has like healing hands. So if she's able to get her hands on you, and if you can't get your hands on them, you are available for telehealth for certain states, correct?
Yes, I am for Tennessee, yes. Kentucky, and Missouri.
And can you tell them what you did this summer? You forgot to talk about that. You did something amazing this summer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So there was a gentleman walking. His name was Terry Willis, and he basically walked from Alabama to Milwaukee, Minneapolis, basically to advocate for Black men. And just to stand up for what happened after the death of George Floyd. And so he surprisingly walked through Tennessee, and I saw him. And so I actually had the opportunity to work on him while he was here. And then I had the opportunity to travel to Missouri to work on him again while he was there. So that was a pretty awesome experience. So yeah.
Yeah, we were so proud of her, and just to be like, you're part of history, this idea of helping this young man. And not last but not least, Yanetta Springs. Tell us who you are and what you do.
Yeah, so I'm Yanetta Spring Smith. Spring is my middle name. A lot of people don't know that, it's my middle name. So I'm a licensed professional counselor in Tennessee and Kentucky. Right now I'm seeing clients virtually because of COVID, but I work with adults, like I said, adults who have like childhood trauma that manifests in adulthood. I work with leaders as well who struggle with keeping it real, not because they're fake, but just because they're visible and they're in the spotlight. So I help them navigate that. And I also have an opportunity I have a segment on the Ricky Smiley Morning Show every Tuesday. It's called Talk It Out Tuesday, where I talk about just like current events as it relates to mental health and help to like break the stigma surrounding mental health. So you can find me on social media, Springforth Counseling, on Facebook and Instagram. I have a YouTube page, Yanetta Spring, and I'm on Twitter as Yanetta Spring as well.
Thank you again.
No
Ladies,
problem.
we are coming to the end of our hour, and I'm like, but this is just, you know what? This is just the beginning, folks. This is just the beginning. Hi, cousin. This is just the beginning of an amazing season. And all of these ladies, this is not the last time you're going to see them. I promise you, we're going to bring them back on, and they're going to assist all of us. I can't say you, all of us, on this journey to our best self. And this year, with the Fitter Woman and everything that's happening, everything that we're doing with Muscles and Stilletos and our upcoming radio show and, journal letters and all of these things have been designed to help all of us become our best selves. And why not do it in a tribe surrounded by wonderful women who've been there? That's the beauty of women. There was a book that I read called The Red Tent. If I don't know if some of you are familiar with this tent, but under this tent, the women would gather when they were menstruating, because it's during the time of, caravans and people who are they didn't stay in one place, but these women would gather under this tent to talk about womanhood and to share just pearls of knowledge, pearls of wisdom, child rearing, what it means to be a woman, what it means to be a wife, and just all of these beautiful things. And I think that the media has gotten us away from that, about being this strong tribe of women. And not to say that men don't count. We don't ever want us to be seen. We are not man bashers. We love men, but we just want to show that as women, we can support one another. And that's what Muscles and Stilletos is going to be doing throughout the whole year, just supporting this movement for self-love, self-care, and just self-worth, just really just infusing the world with love, because there's a lot of hate out there. There's a lot of anger out there. And we really want you all to know that I know a lot of events have been canceled, a lot of just everything, things are being canceled. There's a lot of anger in the world, but I just want to let you know that love has never been and never will be canceled. Love is something that is permanent. It is infinite. It infuses everything. And just like someone can speak hate into the world, we can speak love, and love will conquer all. Thank you all for joining us. I want to thank our panelists for joining us. And I want to just tell you all, this is just the beginning. Already towards that journey of self-care, on board, and we're going to take. Thank you so much. Be bigger, be fitter, be stronger, and always be good to you. Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Have a great one. Peace and blessings, everyone.
You know what? I said the closing words, but I don't know if anybody had any words of advice to leave out there, or was that it? I should have done it the other way, but no.
Yeah.
But okay.
I think you did a great job closing this out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Good night. Bye.